Good morning, Pastor Larry here. It's Thursday, June 25th, and I want to talk to you this morning about enemies. I when I sit back and I think, I wouldn't say that I've had someone that I would call an enemy, other than obviously I know some people, the devil's our enemy. Okay, thank you for once again being that guy. But I know the devil's our enemy. I'm talking about someone that is in human form that I would consider an enemy. I mean, I've had people I haven't liked. I've had people that haven't liked me. But to really call someone an enemy, because, when I think of the word enemy, I think of I'm sorry, I'm a geek, okay? I think of Superman and Lex Luthor. I think of Batman and the Joker. I think of Spider-Man and Green Goblin or Doc Ock. And I think about, a hero and an enemy, a villain, and that they're always battling each other. And so, when I look at that, then I really know that the one that I battle the most is myself. But there are people that we just have, ill will towards, ill feelings towards. I would liken it to this. There's an old TV show, and I'm sure many of you are familiar with Seinfeld. Seinfeld had his friends. He had Kramer, he had George Costanza, he had Elaine Bettis, and he had his friends. But there was one guy that lived in the same building as him that was a mailman that he never did get along with. And anytime someone would say the man's name, they would say Newman, and Seinfeld would go, Newman. Every time. Newman and Seinfeld would always have some passive-aggressive remarks towards each other. They didn't have kind feelings one towards another. They're always trying to find a way, whenever they were in an episode together, to upset one another's lives. And so I kind of get that. I've had some folks that I've, in the past, wanted to upset their lives. And I've wanted to maybe hurt them in some way, shape, or form, make them look bad. There's always, some ill feelings. There's somebody that, somebody would say their name and I would go, Newman. And so when I think about that, then I can kind of say, okay, I can kind of see what an enemy would be like. And now, while I know that the devil's my enemy, and I know that I myself am my own worst enemy, our passage today in Proverbs 25 says this: if thine enemy be hungry, give him bread to eat. And if he be thirsty, give him water to drink. For thou shalt heap coals of fire upon his head, and the Lord shall reward thee. So it can't be talking about the devil, because I'm not going to give the devil anything to eat or drink, all right? We don't have that type of relationship. And it can't be talking about myself, because I give myself eat and drink, food to drink and food to drink, food to eat and something to drink all the time. And it doesn't really, help. So it's got to be talking about somebody that I just don't have the greatest feelings towards. And somebody that maybe I want to upset their life in some way, shape, or form, or make them look bad, that would make me feel better. So I think that would be a great definition, or a great way to describe what we would call an enemy here. And what God is saying, if we have someone that we feel that way towards, if we have someone that we just, don't get along with, the Bible says this, that we should give them bread to eat. If they're hungry, give them bread. If you see a need in your enemy's life, whether it be, and we're not talking just about food or drink here, we're talking about a need. You see a need in someone's life, then why don't you let God use you to be a blessing to that person? Jesus Christ said it himself that we're to pray for our enemies. We're to love them that despitefully use us and accuse us and all these things. And because why? Because that's what he did, and we're to be Christ-like. And so I want to encourage you today, if there's somebody that you just, they just get on your nerves, then maybe do something nice for them today. Maybe there might be something they need in their life, and I'm not saying correct them because they need correction, but do something nice for them. Ask God to help you figure out what it is that you can do to please him instead of to make yourself feel better. And I think you'd be surprised how much better you'll feel when we just yield to God. Now, if I get a whole bunch of, food and drink because I'm your enemy, then okay, I'm glad you're feeling better with God, but I'm sorry that I've upset you. Have a good day. God bless.